as old as time, true as it can be. Believe in friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Hi, today we're going to read the story of the Beauty and the Beast. So here's the story. Long time ago, in a far away land, lived a merchant, a businessman, and he had three daughters. One of the daughters' name was Beauty, and two other daughters. Now, Beauty was the one really the good daughter, and two other daughters were very selfish and mean daughters. So, Beauty used to do all the housework and take care of her father, and they didn't have a mom. So one day the merchant had to go in the ship for selling things, and he asked his daughters what should he bring from after selling his products. Then the two daughters were very mean and very greedy, said, "Daddy, can you bring me expensive jewelry and gifts?" And the other daughter also says, "Father, give me expensive jewelry and gifts." And Beauty said, "I don't want anything. I just want you to come back home safe, and maybe you can bring me just a rose." So then the father left, and left for his sailing in the ship, and he sold his products. And then while coming back, there's a huge storm, and he got lost in the woods, and he didn't see anything since there was a huge storm. So then he saw far away a castle, and then he went and he started calling, "Hello, anybody home? Anybody home?" But nobody answered. The door was open, and he went in and he saw there were beautiful sitting room, and also there were eating room, and there were tables full of food, and there was nobody there. So before he sat down to eat, he said, "Hello, anybody home? Is anybody there? I'm stranded and very hungry." Nobody answered. So he was very hungry. So he ate as much as he could. And then he went in and he called in again, but nobody answered. But there were beds and comfortable, beautiful beds. So he fell asleep right away. Next morning, when he woke up, he called out again, "Hello, anybody home?" Nobody was there, but downstairs there was breakfast waiting for him. So then he ate his food, and then he was on his way out. Then he saw this beautiful garden with so amazingly enchanting roses. So he thought about his little daughter, and he picked up a rose. And as soon as he picked up the rose, suddenly a big, horrible, ugly looking beast came screaming. And the beast says, "I took care of you. I gave you shelter. I gave you food, and gave you nice place to sleep and nice clothes to sleep in. And then I gave you breakfast in the morning. And this is how you thank me, by stealing my flowers." And then he fell down on his feet, and he was so scared, and he explained to him that he didn't mean to steal. He just picked up one rose for his daughter Beauty, because she wanted just a rose. So the beast said that, "Okay, I'm gonna have to lock you up for life in prison." or if you want me to free you, then you have to bring somebody who I can lock up, maybe possibly your daughter who wanted the rose. So Beast said he would let him go if he promised to send Beauty to stay with him forever. The merchant he was so fearful about his life, so fearfully he agreed to do so. And then the beast let him go. But beast said that if you don't come back, then I'm coming for you. So when he reached home, his daughter's like, Father, did you bring our gifts? And he couldn't bring any gift except the rose. And then he told the whole story about the beast. And then Beauty agreed to put her father's worry to rest, and she told father to take her to the castle instantly. So she was scared of the beast, but still she wanted to save her father's life, and she knew this happened because of her. The father went to steal the rose. So the father took her to the castle, and then Beauty and the father, they're sitting down to eat. As they reached, the food was waiting, and that time the beast appeared in nice clothes, and Beauty saw him and she got very scared. And then the beast asked her that, did you come here willingly? And she said, yes, of course. And then he said, okay, will you marry me? And Beauty is like, no. Right away she said no, because Beast was very ugly, horrible looking. So Beauty said no. And then Beast said, okay, then you have to stay here, and your father can leave tomorrow first thing in the morning. So then as days went by, first Beauty was very scared of the Beast, but in few days she realized that Beast was kind and gentle. And then she used to go to the garden, the rose garden, Beast's garden. It was very beautiful, and there were beautiful birds. She used to come, and she actually used to sing with the birds and play with the birds and feed the birds, and the birds would play with her. And she saw a very kind, gentle, loving side of the Beast. So then she saw that Beast decorated a room in the castle with beautiful flowers, and it was her study room because she loved to study, read books, and there was books from all over the world, all the beautiful storybooks. So she was so fascinated by Beast, this beautiful study room gift. And then he gave her a beautiful mirror, and he said that any of her wishes will be coming true instantly. He will grant any. So she wished to see her father, and then she saw her father, and she saw that her father was very ill. So she was very sad, and she wanted the Beast to let her go home. So then he said that, okay, I'll let you go home, but be sure to come back, because if you don't come back, then I will die here. So the Beauty promised that she will come back as soon as her father is better. So then she went, and after some time she took care of her father, and after some time her father got better, while her other sisters were very mean. And after they learned that their sister's doing good in the castle, so they wanted to hold the sister back so the Beast would get angry and kill her. So they just kept her trapped in their home, saying, "Oh, stay a few more days." And she stayed one more week. And then one day she was missing the beast so much, thinking about him, and she felt like as if beast was calling her. So the beast told her that as soon as she will think about the beast, she can just see the beast into the magic mirror. And he gave her this little token, and as soon as she put down, she can see the beast and be inside the castle anytime she wanted. So she saw the beast in the mirror, that he was in the back in the garden, laying on the ground very ill. So she put down the token, and then she came back home, and then she looked for beast all over the castle. She couldn't find, and then finally she went to the garden, and then she saw there he was laying on the ground, no energy. So she felt very sad and selfish that she went and left him. And then she started crying because she thought the beast is dead. And as she cried, her tears fell into Beast's cheek. And then Beast woke up, and then she said that she told the Beast that she loved him and she wanted to marry him. And as she said that words, as she hold the beast and sobbed and told him that she loved him and kissed him softly and wanted to marry him, at that very instant the beast changed to a handsome prince. Now Beauty was surprised. The prince explained that her sweet words had broken the spell that was cast on him by a witch, and then they got married and lived happily ever after. And long time ago, there was a witch came, and the witch wanted to stay, have a shelter in return for a rose, beautiful rose. But the witch was extremely ugly, and that time the prince was very handsome prince, and he was disgusted with the witch's ugliness. So he did not let the beast stay. He did not let the witch stay there overnight, and even though it was very horrible weather, so the witch made him a beast, saying that his heart was like a beast. There was no love, and she said the minute a young girl willingly would love him and kiss him and want to marry him, be kind to him, that's the time he will change to a prince again. Other than that, he will stay like a beast because he acted like one. So since Beauty was kind and loving and crying and wanted to marry him, so that's what changed. And so this was the story about the Beauty and the Beast, and this story is like so popular, so I thought I should read that. Even there's a children's story, but we all who grown up like to hear the children's story, because after all we are a child inside. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you with many more. Bye bye. Tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely